I wanted to talk to you guys today a little bit about procrastination and why that I can tell you about procrastination is because I feel like I'm the queen of procrastination. Um, I've always been the type to put off stuff because I've always said that I'm better when I have to cram. But truth be told, it's never good for anybody and it's really hard on you. And I wanted to share ways that procrastination can hurt you and why you should not procrastinate. Um, so your assignment's due at midnight. It's 10:35, and you're like, oh, I need to get this done because you've been so busy putting other things in front of what you needed to be doing, and now you're sitting here cramming to do everything you can because any grade is better than a 0. Um, procrastination is really, I'd call it like a parasite because it's very deadly in a way. You find it in a lot of high schools. A lot of students do it, but there's also people that are grown adults that procrastinate doing their work, procrastinate getting papers filed, or just anything like that. So, I mean, when you see something else, like you get a call and your friend wants you to come hang out, what are you going to want to do? You're going to want to go hang out. So I just put off my work, I'll do it when I get home. You get home, it's 11 o'clock at night, you're ready to go to bed because you've done everything you could all day long and you're ready to sleep. So you just keep putting it off, and then when it's time for it to get turned in, you're rushing to get everything done. One of the main ways that I think procrastination is heavily involved in is your grades, because procrastination shows in your grades. I can tell in my grades that even though I do work hard, I don't push myself enough, that I don't work hard enough. So normally students that procrastinate are cramming all their information at the very last minute. So when you do that, you're not really grasping the information that you need. So when it comes to next quizzes and like say your teacher decides to give you a surprise worksheet, and you have to do it. Well, now you don't know the information because you crammed it and your grades are slipping. Another thing that I think procrastination has a main role in grades is when you are cramming and rushing to do things last minute, you miss a lot of the key parts of the assignment that need to be turned in. So you end up not adding in a works cited page, or not adding in details, or not coming back to 2 or more people on discussion boards. I mean, it's just anything like that. It will bring down your grade. So procrastination, it makes it harder on you to really get the best grade that you could have. Procrastination also, I believe, leads to stress, and stress is one of the main killers of your body. I do agree with, and it can cause you to not sleep right, to not eat right, to not do it really just causes your bodily functions to just act up. So if you're procrastinating and you're really stressed out, it's going to make you want to procrastinate more. And it's just, like I said, it's really like a parasite. It's really deadly, and it's not good for you. And it's a good habit to get out of as soon as you can. I feel like students that procrastinate are more likely to have a hard time getting things done and talking to people and asking for help because they've waited so long. They feel kind of embarrassed and just a nervous wreck to really ask somebody, hey, can you help me with this because I've waited last minute. It just makes you feel like a bad person, and you're not getting everything done that needs to be done. I also do believe that procrastination it sets a really bad reputation for you in eyes of, if you have friends that work really hard and get good grades, and then you procrastinate and you make good grades, they're like, you don't deserve that. You didn't work for that like I did. So procrastination may show your teacher or your mentor or your boss, your manager, that you may not be interested or involved in the class or the work, or like you're supposed to, like they want you to be. Like, you're here, you signed up for this class, or you applied for this job, and you're not interested in what you should be interested in. You're not doing what you should be doing. So I think that plays a big role in it. It also may show them that you aren't taking things seriously, and that you aren't serious about your class, or you aren't serious about your job, or you're not serious about what you're supposed to be doing, and that makes them look at you like, what are you doing here, you know? And when it comes to somebody having to write you a recommendation letter, or you get a new job and your old job calls to get a recommendation, you know, they're going to look at that and be like, well, they really weren't interested, they put off doing their work, and that's going to set you up for failure in the long run. But I think that procrastination is a really bad habit in America among youth, young adults, middle age, and it's always one thing you see no matter what school you go to, no matter what place you go to. You're always going to find somebody that is really big in procrastination. But what I can say is you need to keep up your hard work. Remember that school needs to be your number one, or your job needs to be your number one, and that's the main thing you need to focus on.